Did God guide a lost people to build the pyramids, hiding their secrets like manna in the desert? What truth lies buried beneath the sands? Welcome to our Catholic quest for God's truth in history. I'm a believer, captivated by the divine mysteries of the pyramids. Today, we'll seek to uncover their secrets through the lens of faith and wisdom. This journey explores who built the Great Pyramid, weaving together archaeology, scripture, and Catholic teaching. Discover how God's hand may be seen in ancient wonders, awakening awe and deepening your trust in His eternal plan as we search for truth together. Chapter 1. The Pyramid's Enigmatic Origins. The Great Pyramid stands silent, its stones guarding secrets older than time. Tradition claims King Menes built it as his tomb around 2550 BC, with workers using crude copper tools to shape this wonder. Yet no inscriptions crown Menes as its master, no royal treasures or remains fill its chambers, and no ornate carvings, so common in ancient tombs, adorn its walls. This absence speaks louder than any hieroglyph, hinting that the pyramid's purpose may not be a king's burial, but something far grander, perhaps a sacred shrine to honor God's creation or a celestial map etched in stone. This mystery challenges our assumptions, suggesting the pyramid is not merely a monument of human ambition, but a testament to a divine plan, its true origins shrouded in the wisdom of the Almighty. In Genesis 11:4, the Tower of Babel's builders sought to make a name for themselves, only to falter under pride. Like them, Menes' tale may reflect human hubris, obscuring a deeper divine purpose. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC 2293, reminds us that science and technology are God's gifts, meant to uncover truth and glorify Him, not to serve earthly egos. The pyramid's silence invites us to look beyond human stories and seek God's hidden design. Early church fathers like Origen saw ancient structures as echoes of lost wisdom, possibly from civilizations touched by God before the Great Flood. They urged humility before such mysteries, recognizing that human knowledge pales beside divine intent. This perspective shapes our understanding, suggesting the pyramid may carry a legacy far older than Egypt's known history, crafted by hands guided by God's eternal vision. Spiritually, the pyramid's enigma calls us to humility. It reminds us that our plans, like those of ancient builders, often crumble when driven by pride. Instead, we must trust God's unseen purpose, even when answers elude us. The pyramid stands as a beacon, urging us to seek truth with faith, knowing that God's plan unfolds beyond our grasp, weaving every mystery into His tapestry of grace. For faithful living, let's examine our ambitions through the Ignatian exam, praying, "Lord, align my heart with your will." In America's fame-charged culture, where success often trumps service, choose humble acts, perhaps volunteering at your parish's soup kitchen to reflect God's love. These small steps mirror the pyramid's enduring lesson. True greatness lies in building for God's glory, not our own. Picture workers toiling under a blazing sun, raising stones for a king's dream, yet leaving no mark of His name. Their labor, like ours, risks fading unless offered to God. As a Catholic, I've felt His presence in this mystery, guiding me to trust His plan. Once, serving at a church outreach shifted my focus from personal gain to God's purpose, filling me with peace. In our rush for recognition, the pyramid's silence speaks. God's truth outshines human acclaim. This scene sets our journey, inviting awe at God's hand in history. The pyramid's unanswered questions stir faith, not doubt, urging us to seek Him in every enigma. As we delve deeper, let's hold fast to this truth. The Creator who shaped the stars also shaped these stones, and His purpose, though hidden, is eternal. Let this mystery draw you closer to Him, trusting that every unanswered question is a step toward His light. 2. Precision beyond primitive tools. The Great Pyramid stones whisper of craftsmanship beyond human grasp. Granite blocks, some weighing 80 tons, bear drill marks and cuts so precise they defy copper chisels. Aligned to true north within fractions of a degree, the pyramid's chambers, free of soot, hint at lighting or methods unknown. Modern engineers wielding advanced tools struggle to match this perfection, their efforts faltering where ancient builders excelled. Such feats suggest a wisdom not of men's era, but perhaps divinely bestowed, a technology lost to time. This precision challenges our understanding, pointing to a people guided by God's hand, their work a hymn carved in stone to his eternal glory. Ecclesiastes 3:11 declares, "He has made everything beautiful in its time, yet they cannot fathom what God has done from beginning to end." The pyramid's artistry reflects God's unfathomable design, urging us to marvel at his creation. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC 159, teaches that faith and science unite in God's truth. Exploring the pyramid's mysteries honors his gift of reason, revealing his order in creation's wonders. Medieval scholastics like St. Albert the Great studied ancient knowledge, seeing it as a reflection of divine order. They believed God endowed humanity with ingenuity, evident in structures like the pyramid, which echo his eternal craftsmanship. Spiritually, this precision glorifies God's gift of creativity, inviting us to stand in awe of his works. It reminds us that human skill, when aligned with divine purpose, can achieve the extraordinary, pointing beyond ourselves to the Creator's majesty. Honor God's gifts by nurturing your talents. Study, create, or volunteer in STEM outreach at your parish. In America's tech-driven culture, use innovation to serve others, reflecting the pyramid's builders who worked for a higher purpose. Imagine ancient hands shaping granite with unearthly skill, their tools singing under starlight, guided by a wisdom beyond their age. As a Catholic, I felt God's awe in engineering marvels, from bridges to this pyramid, each a testament to his order. In our world of fleeting gadgets, I once joined a church STEM program, mentoring youth to create for God's glory, not gain. It shifted my heart, echoing the builder's devotion. These stones teach us, our work, like theirs, endures when offered to God. Let this mystery stir you to craft your life as a masterpiece for him, trusting his wisdom shapes every cut and curve of your journey. 3. Hidden chambers, sealed secrets. Deep within the Great Pyramid, mysteries lie locked away. A limestone door, adorned with copper handles, guards an unknown passage, while a vast void above the Grand Gallery, discovered through cosmic ray scans, hints at chambers unexplored. Yet, Dr. Joseph Nassar, guardian of Egypt's past, halts probes, citing preservation. This secrecy sparks questions. What truths hide behind these barriers? Are they mere relics, or do they conceal knowledge God entrusted to ancient hands? The pyramid's sealed spaces challenge us to trust divine timing, reminding us that God's revelations unfold when he wills, not when we demand answers. Proverbs 25:2 proclaims, "It is the glory of God to conceal a matter. To search out a matter is the glory of kings." God's hidden truths invite faithful inquiry, tempered by patience. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC 214, affirms that God's mysteries call for trust, not fear. Seeking truth honors him, even when answers remain veiled. During the Middle Ages, the Church preserved ancient texts, fostering knowledge while trusting God's timing. This openness contrasts with modern barriers, urging us to seek truth with reverence, not resistance. Spiritually, these hidden chambers test our faith, teaching us to wait on God's plan. Like the pyramid's sealed doors, life's unanswered questions draw us closer to him, deepening our reliance on his wisdom. Practice patience by meditating on the joyful mysteries, praying, "Lord, reveal your truth in your time." In our instant answer culture, trust God's timing, perhaps journal unanswered prayers to see his plan unfold. Picture a limestone door, its copper handles glinting in torchlight, sealing secrets God alone knows. Beyond, a vast chamber waits, its purpose hidden. As a Catholic, I trust God unveils truth when ready, as I learned during a career shift, waiting prayerfully for clarity. In America's rush for solutions, Nassar's gates mirror our impatience. Once, meditating on the Annunciation during a family crisis taught me to surrender to God's timing, finding peace. These sealed spaces whisper, God's plan is perfect, even when locked from view. Let this mystery urge you to wait with faith, knowing every hidden truth serves his glory. Seek him in the silence, and his light will guide you through life's unopened doors. 4. The Great Statue's Ancient Clues. The great statue, standing sentinel near the pyramid, bears scars of water erosion etched by rains that fell 12,000 years ago, long before King Menes's reign. Geologists argue this dates the statue to an era when the desert bloomed, suggesting a civilization predating Egypt's known history. Yet, scholars resist, clinging to familiar timelines. These weathered stones challenge our understanding, hinting at a people gifted with divine wisdom, their legacy carved under God's gaze. The statue's age calls us to revere creation's depth, trusting that God's ancient works surpass our grasp, weaving a story far grander than human chronicles. Job 38:4 asks, "Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation?" God's creation, vast and ancient, humbles us before his eternal design. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC 283, urges studying creation's origins to glimpse God's grandeur, embracing mysteries that point to his timeless plan. Church scholars like St. Augustine in Confessions pondered pre-flood worlds, open to ancient wisdom as signs of God's handiwork. Their curiosity inspires us to explore creation with faith. Spiritually, the statue's age humbles us, urging reverence for God's vast timeline. It reminds us that his works, from stone to stars, proclaim his glory, inviting awe and trust. Embrace wonder by visiting a museum or praying. Psalm 104, "How many are your works, Lord?" In our present-focused world, honor God's ancient creation through reflection and gratitude. Imagine an ancient sculptor, chisel in hand, shaping the great statue as rain falls, guided by a vision from God. Its weathered face, gazing across millennia, speaks of divine endurance. As a Catholic, I've felt creation's awe, standing before ancient rocks, sensing God's eternal presence. In America's rush to the new, this statue calls us to pause. Once, praying Psalm 104 at a national park deepened my reverence for God's handiwork. The statue's scars teach us God's story stretches beyond our calendars, his wisdom etched in every raindrop's trace. Let this mystery stir you to marvel at creation, trusting that God's ancient truths, like the statue, stand firm, guiding your faith through time's vast desert to his everlasting light. 5. Celestial alignments and lost knowledge. The Great Pyramid's stones align with Orion's belt as it shone in 10,500 BC, far before King Menes' time. This precise celestial map suggests builders with profound astronomical wisdom, crafting a monument that mirrors God's starry heavens. Scholars dismiss this, favoring Menes' era, yet the stars' ancient dance challenges their timeline. Such knowledge hints at a civilization touched by divine insight, their work a sacred offering to the Creator. The pyramid's cosmic design lifts our gaze upward, reminding us that God's order spans eternity, his wisdom woven into creation's vast tapestry, calling us to seek him in the heavens. Psalm 19:1 sings, "The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands." The pyramid's alignment echoes this celestial praise. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC 337, teaches that creation, including the stars, reveals God's divine order, inviting us to contemplate his majesty. Catholic astronomers like Copernicus in the Renaissance saw the cosmos as God's handiwork, their studies glorifying him. Their legacy urges us to explore the heavens with faith. Spiritually, the pyramid's stellar alignment deepens our awe, showing God's cosmic plan. It calls us to align our lives with his will, reflecting his eternal design in our choices. Stargaze or join a parish astronomy night praying, "Lord, your heavens inspire me." In our urban-lit world, seek God's stars to reconnect with his boundless creation. Picture ancient builders, eyes fixed on Orion's belt, mapping God's stars into stone under a desert sky. Their precision sings of divine guidance, a celestial choir in granite. As a Catholic, stargazing once stirred my soul, feeling God's vastness. This alignment does the same. In America's city glow, where stars fade, I found peace leading a church star watch, sharing God's wonder. These pyramids teach us Our lives, like their stones, must align with God's eternal plan. Let this mystery inspire you to seek His light above worldly distractions, crafting your days as a constellation of faith, each choice a star in His everlasting sky. 6. Gatekeepers of History. Dr. Joseph Nassar stands as Egypt's archaeological sentinel, controlling excavations with an iron grip. He blocks alternative research into the Great Pyramid's mysteries, citing heritage protection, yet his secrecy stifles truth. Rejecting evidence of ancient origins or advanced techniques, Nassar guards a narrative tied to King Menes, perhaps shielding national pride or academic tradition. This resistance contrasts with God's call to seek truth freely, reminding us that human gatekeepers can obscure divine revelations. The pyramid's secrets urge us to pursue God's wisdom, trusting His light to pierce through barriers, guiding us to the truth that sets hearts free. John 8:32 declares, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." God's truth liberates, overcoming human obstacles. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC 1749, emphasizes freedom to seek truth, aligning our search with God's will, unhindered by worldly constraints. During the Dark Ages, the Church preserved ancient knowledge, fostering truth-seeking. This openness contrasts with Nassar's barriers, inspiring us to embrace God's revelations. Spiritually, truth-seeking honors God, breaking through human pride or fear. The pyramid's guarded secrets challenge us to trust God's plan, seeking His wisdom over earthly narratives. Pursue truth by reading Catholic scholars or joining a parish Bible study. In our polarized world, seek God's truth humbly, discussing history with faith-filled curiosity. Imagine Nassar at the pyramid's gates, locking away truths God meant to shine. Yet His light seeps through stone, undeterred. As a Catholic, I've found freedom studying church teachings, breaking past doubts. In America's divided debates, where truth often bends, Nassar's secrecy mirrors our own resistance to God's call. Once, a Bible study on John's Gospel opened my heart to truth, easing a personal conflict. These gates teach us God's wisdom prevails over human locks. Let this mystery spur you to seek truth with courage, trusting God's revelations to guide you. Open your heart to His Word and let His truth, like a key, unlock your soul's deepest questions. Conclusion. The Great Pyramid's mysteries, no inscriptions tying it to King Men's, uncanny precision, sealed chambers, ancient erosion on the great statue, and Orion's celestial alignment, defy conventional history. Catholic teaching and scripture urge us to seek God's truth in creation's wonders. A pre-Egyptian civilization, perhaps divinely inspired, may have crafted this marvel. Dr. Joseph Nassar's secrecy stalls exploration, but faith calls us to trust God's plan. These enigmas reveal His grandeur, inviting humility and awe as we ponder His eternal wisdom hidden in stone. As Catholics, we see God's hand in the pyramid's secrets, a testament to His infinite wisdom. Like the Magi seeking the star, we're called to pursue truth, trusting God's hidden designs. These mysteries humble us, urging us beyond human tales to embrace divine wonder. In America's fast-paced culture, pause to marvel at creation, as I did at an ancient site, feeling God's presence. Each unanswered question is a chance to grow in faith, preparing us for His kingdom. Nassar's gates can't dim God's truth, which shines through prayer and study. Let's live with awe, knowing God's plan, like the pyramid, endures forever, guiding us to His eternal light. If this video kindled wonder, like it to share God's mysteries. Subscribe and hit the bell for more Catholic journeys into history's depths. Share this with friends curious about ancient secrets. It might spark faith. Comment below, how has a mystery drawn you closer to God? Your story could inspire others. Watch our video on ancient wonders, linked on screen, cherished by thousands. Join our community to deepen your faith. As you face life's unknowns, trust God's truth pierces every veil. May He bless you and your loved ones as you seek His wisdom. Let's explore His plan together. See you next time.